The Gamasutra job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: San Diego, California. Summary: Qualcomm Game Studio is seeking an experienced environment game artist who will work directly with other art director, design leads, and development team to help design, create, and implement environments, props, and vehicles for games and mobile showcase demos. Ideal candidates will have an excellent understanding of photogrammetry, PBR, materials, hard surface organic modeling, of layout, and proportions. Requirements: desired qualifications. Nice to have. Join the Qualcomm Game Studio. Qualcomm Game Studio's mission is to create next-generation immersive experiences on mobile (VR) platforms that rival experiences on PC and game consoles. Qualcomm's proprietary chipsets power over 2 billion consumer devices worldwide. You will work directly with leading game developers from around the world to help enhance and optimize their cutting-edge games and applications for the Snapdragon platform. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Looking for a new job? Get started here. Are you a recruiter looking for talent? Post jobs here. Competition for players, money and attention is fierce in the mobile game market. If you are coming to OTAGAME developers conference in March, you will have an opportunity to get a fresh perspective on the problem from an industry heavyweight. Candy Crush Maker King will be at BD 2019 presenting a special mobile summit on to Affinity and Beyond, lessons learned mapping the mobile games market, which promises to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what the company has learned from charting what sorts of games its audience likes to play. At King, they have found this sort of affinity data can be a powerful tool to help developers build better games. They have mapped the mobile gaming market based on affinity and how this relates to audience preferences. But what is it that they develop an affinity for? Can game designers use this kind of big data to market games better, or even guide their decisions on what games to make? All this and more will be discussed by King Project Manager Ishod Ismadia in this illuminating talk, so make time to check it out. For further details on this talk, and the many more in store for you at the show, check out THEGTC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscow Needs Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019 visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS. Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Newsbrief congregates digital video game storefront cartridge has announced 4 games that will be hitting its platform as time exclusives this year. Storefront exclusivity has been the weapon of choice for the numerous new PC game shops that have popped up in the last few years, with other platforms like the Epic Game Store, a Discord marketplace, penning deals that encourage devs to skip Steam, though sometimes only temporarily. in favor of their own stores. To that end, Cartridge has announced that Vanadine 2, Return to Dust, Hell is Other Demons, Sword Souls, Never Seen, and a yet entitled Wonderpart sequel are all hitting Cartridge as limited time, premiering on Cartridge exclusives. In a press release, the company notes that this first selection is a slight nod to Congregate's origins as a purveyor of Flash-based games. These games are, outside of the Wonderpart sequel, due to launch in the second quarter of 2019. HTC's business-focused standalone VR headset, the V-Focus Plus, will retail for $799 when it launches on April 15. The device, which is geared towards HTC's enterprise customer base, was unveiled back in February, but pricing details had been kept under wraps until now. It features some notable improvements on the original V-Focus, such as new controllers with 6 degrees of freedom, 6th capabilities built in, a more comfortable design, and new Fresnel lenses, which offer sharper visuals during screen glare effects. The additional of a new multi-mode capability also turns the V-Focus Plus into a VR hub for multiple content sources, and will be compatible with the PC VR, smartphones, game consoles, 2D video streaming devices, live 360 camera streaming, and upcoming cloud VR services. It is scheduled to launch in 25 countries with support for 19 languages, and will come with an enterprise license at no additional cost in most markets. Wired has shared a look at the many inappropriate and sometimes grotesque games aimed at children on Google Play, offering a look at why the storefront seems to be struggling to address those mismanaged games. It's not a new issue by any means, but is still one that is prevalent on Google Play, despite that awareness. Last year, for instance, a United States-based child advocacy group published a letter urging the FTC to investigate Google for inappropriate, either through images or data collection practices, games being aimed at children on Google Play. Wired found and submitted 36 games with content inappropriate for their assigned ratings and 16 with dubious content and permissions to Google for review. Between submission and the story's publication, 16 games had been removed or re-released with changed ratings and permissions on the Google Play Store. The full story has a couple of examples of this, like a graphic first-person shooter initially listed as appropriate for 3-year-old, are a handful of gambling games that are rated PG 3 on Google Play, but 12 on iOS. Wired chalks the issue up to a lack of human oversight. Ratings on Google Play are based on a questionnaire filled out by the developer, and, in the United Kingdom, displays a PG age rating for that category. That questionnaire is managed by the International Age Rating Coalition. But, as noted by a spokesperson speaking to Wired, given the high volume of published games and apps, participating rating authorities are not able to monitor every single release. Even when some games are reviewed for content, PG's ratings guidelines do not have classifications to address some of the more bizarre content aimed at kids, with the example given of cosmetic surgery simulators. Our position is that if there is no explicit violence, or even implicit violence in these games, there is nothing to give them a higher age rating. PG Director of Operations, Dirk Bosmans to Oil Data WIRD. The full story has a lengthy but comprehensive look at how this kind of content ends up finding a home on Google Play, as well as a look at the other inappropriate games it tracked and reported down ahead of the story. Card-based games and deck-building elements have been in video games for years now. often mixing with known genres to create mood, yet familiar experiences. From completely randomized systems to a deep focus on trial and error, developers have been toying with this subgenre in different ways. We spoke with a number of developers about their experiences with deck building design, and what tips they can share with other developers who want to implement these systems in current and future projects. Game director Peter Johansson and lead designer Robert Ozan from SteamWorld House Image Farm Games attribute most of the mystic and appeal from collectible card games to traditional RPGs. The experience you get from a game like Magic, The Gathering or Hearthstone, and Netrunner, is similar to that of a classic RPG, that is, taking on the role of a hero wielding magic spells and weaponry, or cyberspace hacking tools, to defeat a powerful enemy. The pair said in a jointly written email, "What card games do is take that same fundamental experience and bundle it up in a different way.